What's up, YouTube? MCO40 here. A lot of you guys wanted me to talk about Template Goldfish and to give my opinion on the card design and how I feel about the deck, the card. Just to start off, I kind of feel like Template Goldfish is a really meh card, just because in design. So we'll start here. All right. So playing Template Goldfish, this is one scenario. All right. I draw the 6 cards in my hand. All right. I have to play Goldfish, summon a gadget. All right. So I've used up 2 of my resources. I search for my gadget, as you can see here, back to my hand. That gives me 5 cards in my hand, and my opponent now knows what one of them is, just to put an XYZ on the board. So for wasting 2 cards, I put an XYZ on the board. Now, the XYZ could be Dweller, which, would potentially, shut down Mermails, but that's just one matchup. If I get Gear X, I get another card in my hand, which is 6 cards, which is nice. But here's the problem we have now. We still have 4 unknown resources, as opposed to 2 known resources that my opponent now knows that I have. Without playing Goldfish, this is actually really cool. So, start turn, 6 cards in hand. Summon Gadget. Recruit for Gadget. Alright, see that? I have 6 cards in my hand. Now I have 5 unknown resources, which puts my opponent at a little bit more of a disadvantage, and that's the one thing I like about not having to play Goldfish. In the more slower control versions, I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Having every resource in my hand unknown to my opponent, because if the more resources your opponent knows, the more that they can play around you. Yes, first turn Gear Gigant might be a stronger play, but without Template Goldfish, I have the ability to play, one of those cards in my hand might be a trap card, and that way I can play more defensively and protect the one gadget, and then slow roll into my bigger cards. Template's the only real thing that Template has going for it is in the 9 gadget deck. You can Template summon gadget, and you can unclog your hand of those terrible gadgets. But in the 9 card gadget deck, you're already going to get terrible hands as it is. You can be playing the Kage Tokage King Feral Imp build, where you play King Gremlin to recruit for Kage Tokage, and you just keep spamming XYZs. But that's not the slow control version. I'm more of the control player, like I said. I like to, just have those 6 opening cards in my hand. Just one of them has to be a gadget. I really don't care about the turn 1 XYZ play. It doesn't bug me all that much. I can be slow for days. As long as I have 1 or 2 of those, really cool purple cards in my hand, I'm not really complaining about that. But I don't know. I really don't like Template. It has its own deck. For me as a control player, though, like I said, in the 9 gadget King Gremlin and Template build, you obviously want to, go into King Gremlin. King Gremlin lets you detach 1 material recruit for a reptile monster added to your hand. So you recruit for Kage Tokage. Then on the following turn, you can set up, your more destructive plays while sitting on infinite floaters. And that's something really cool about that version as well. But in the more slow-paced control build, I know Delhan's been testing it. I'm not really an avid fan of it. He was playing Double Summon to try to mimic the whole thing. And as you guys saw in his build a while back, I really not a big fan of Double Summon either. Like I said, it's just, summon gadget, recruit for gadget. Alright, so guess what, guys? 6 cards in hand. I play Double Summon, resummon gadget, recruit for 1 more card. I have 5 cards in my hand. One of which is a gadget, just to put 2 gadgets on the board, which once again only leaves me, 4 unknown resources to my opponent. The other thing, if you guys have seen me play, I don't care what the card is. I'll set up Dark Hole in my back row, just to draw an MST, because the way that I prefer to play the game is the more resources that are known to me, the easier my push is going to be, the more risk I can take. And playing Template takes away from that play style, just because it's revealing those resources to your opponent gives your opponent the ability to push, and the harder that they're going to push, the harder it's going to be for you to come back. And I understand Template, can get Veilered, so can your gadget. My gadget gets Veilered, big whoop-de-doo, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! I understand Template can, take the hit for the Veiler. I'm not really, I don't know. The other downside about Template is it doesn't trigger Gear Frame. I really like triggering Gear Frame, not gonna lie. Gear Frame's a standalone monster. 1800 is pretty big unless your opponent's spamming out boss monsters. And in that case, you're probably getting ready to brace for the impact that's coming your way. But Template Goldfish really interferes with the control version, because, yeah, you can go Template, And if you only have Gear Frame in your hand, guess what? It's really bad. I only play the 6 gadgets in the control version. Tinplate, I only have the 6 cards to utilize. In the Ultimate Offering version, you have the 9 gadgets, and your Machina engine's cut down. If you look at the Japan decks, they're only playing the 1 Gear Frame and the 1 Fortress. That's just because if they get bottomless, oh well, nothing that they really have to lose, because the rest of your deck just goes like you just spam XYZs with that deck, and it's a totally different deck. Like I said, the more slow control version, more my play style. You just take things slow, you take things at your own pace, and you don't reveal your resources to your opponent unless you're ready to do something. Yeah, the King Gremlin play and the turn 1 Gear Frame, turn 1 Gear Gigant, and the turn 1 Abyss Dweller, they're all really cute plays. They all try to get niche advantage, but the more resources you reveal to your opponent, the more that your opponent can play around it and interfere with your plays. So once again, that's where I stand on Tinplate. I just don't like his card design in general for control gadgets. It doesn't really bring anything to the table. Just those 6 gadgets as opposed to 9 makes Tinplate bad in the control version, just because, oh hey guys, 6 cards, one of them I'm hoping is a gadget. If I play the 9 version, here's my luck. Hey guys, I drew 3 gadgets. Woohoo! I already draw 3 gadgets in the 6 card version. I don't want to see 4 and 5 in the 9 card version, just because that's the main reason I don't like the Ultimate Offering deck. It's just because you get the worst gadget hands in the world, and it's the same logic I've had with the Ultimate Offering before. I have to play 3 more dead cards in my deck to abuse 1 card. So why not just eliminate that 1 good card and those 3 bad cards and play 3 really good cards? Like, something like Compulse. I know you guys don't like Compulse in the current format, but, granted, Compulse is still good. It just depends what you play against and how you play. So that's my tangent for today, guys, on Tinplate Goldfish, or Tin Goldfish, however you want to pronounce it in the TCG. I give it, I don't know. The final verdict right now is I really don't like it in control gadgets. I still feel like there's much better options. The more spell and trap and monster hate that I have in the form of spells and traps, the safer I feel in the way I play. And this should give you guys a little bit more insight into the way in which this little gear up here cranks. Just because I like to play the resource game and narrow down the opponent. The more unknowns you have, the more fearful your opponent's going to play, just because of that. And the more information you give your opponent, the far worse of a position you're going to be in. Just to give your opponent information and go into a safer play is not always exactly the best choice in this game. So that's how I play Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's how I think of Tinplate Goldfish right now. So mech hard. If I ever decide to play Ultimate Offering gadgets, yeah, I'll put it in there. He's good in his own version. I did test it in the Red Ox gadgets I had going for a little while. It didn't turn out so spicy. Yeah, Red Ox is a cool card in gadgets just because of generic revival. But, can't really say much more than that. So let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Ran on for like 8 minutes about Tinplate Goldfish. I didn't think I could do it, but yeah. So someone requested this rant, so there you go. That's why I hate Tinplate Goldfish. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Tinplate Goldfish in the description down below. Just acknowledge that there are several different gadget decks. The control versions, the 6 gadgets. There's the Ultimate Offering Herpaderp version. And then there's the we'll call it the Delhan deck for now. Yeah, Delhan's 6 control gadgets with Tinplate, MCool 40 control without the gadgets, and then you have Jordan Nazar control, which is Ultimate Offering Herpaderp. So yeah, little inside joke. If anyone gets it, thumbs up the video, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Anyway, thumbs up the video anyway, just because of Tinplate Goldfish discussion. So, all right, guys. Well, for now, I'm out. Let me know what you guys want to see in more discussions, and rah.